You're our dream headliner.
Yeah.
You're our dream headliner. So do you want to introduce yourselves?
Simon Taff, End of the Road Festival.
Joe Goodlair, Secret Garden Wilderness in Glade.
Okay, so you're sort of newer, younger festivals.
Yes.
So do you want to talk about how do you put a new festival together now in the current sort of climates?
We've got to have something that's different to offer, something unique. It's quite hard to do when there's a festival doing everything from cooking festival to horse riding festival. You know, there's a festival for everything. I just follow my music place and just keep on doing that. I mean, I think most of the headliners at the road have never headlined before, so we kind of just put it forward and hopefully it works.
I think we touched on this before. We talked about so-called boutique festivals, which now is a terrible word, but we've got to make a new word for that. But the idea is like niche markets, you have to like understand who the audience is. Is that true with you?
Absolutely. Knowing the audience. I mean, I just pick bands from a record collection that I love, and hopefully people like them too. Just keep on doing that, and it seems to work. Sometimes it doesn't work.
So in a sense, even though it's very different from when Michael started, it's actually quite similar. You just pick a few bands you like and put them on in the field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually a decorator, and I have a huge record collection, and I just thought, what can I do with this apart from just DJ at the club? I got inspired by going to many festivals, including Glastonbury, South by Southwest, and it's just a mixed bag of favourite bits.
Is that true with you as well?
I think so, and for our shows it's more about, it's not just about the headliners, it's more about the non-music content and about the participation of the people coming, so it's much more grassroots inclusive, which comes very much from Glastonbury and another festival in America called Burning Man. And it's kind of all about the audience and bringing them in, and not just about putting on a headliner and just watching a band.
So Michael, do you keep aware of all the new young festivals that are coming up?
I got my daughter in there, and Martin, where's Martin? He might be somewhere. And it helps all the booking all the young bands. And I'm very good at the Dylan, Neil Young, and Van Morrison, John Kettle, that kind of thing. And that's my age. Although, as I said earlier, I did actually spot Smiths, I think. And I spotted Early Scissor and Coldplay, but everyone else did it at the same time, you know what I mean? Because it was so obvious, wasn't it? Because they were so powerful at the time. So what's your question again?
We just started.
Sorry. I'm getting carried away.
You're kind of aware of the kind of smaller, younger festivals that are coming through.
Yeah.
Not so much you there, but except like we kind of cover that in their booking, but just the way they kind of model the following or the way they work. Does that? I mean, obviously, you don't need to
know what they're doing actually. A lot of people are going to your show, aren't they?
They are.
They're working for it, you know.
They are.
So you're a good crowd, you really know.
Yeah.
You could pay them well.
I am now.
What's going on, obviously, the whole movement is absolutely fascinating, it really is.
I know sometimes it seems to me that
What?
sometimes it seems to me there's about 30 or 40 little versions of Glastonbury going on around the UK.
But yeah, I suppose there are, yeah. So I'm quite flattered to think that trying to what we're doing.
It's actually a really good point that you make, because a lot of the crews do come and they do the smaller festivals, and actually their success comes from those crews, and they bring all of their friends and all of their word of mouth and all of their creativity. And certainly for the shows that we do, you know, we give grants away to people, so you actually have the opportunity to sit in your room and say, oh, you know, I've always wanted to do mud wrestling pits and have all of my friends mud wrestling with each other, and, you know, we're giving them the opportunity to do that.
So you're pretty well up for it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What are your numbers? What are your numbers?
For the Secret Garden Party,
20,000?
32 including crew and artists.
Oh, that's good. That's
It's a nice festival.
Where is it?
It's going to be asking for guest list, isn't it?
Yeah, you can put in an application form.
Tunnel vision, I'm afraid. And where is it then?
In Cambridgeshire.
How is it?
a nice site. It's got a lake in it.
It has a lake in the middle, where you
Yeah.
put a big installation and blow it up.
Yeah,
And Wilderness, our other festival, also has a lake, has 3 lakes actually.
lakes. Well, lakes, lengthy. So how do you? There's a lot of festivals. You said it was 717.
That's what your festival say.
How do you make your festival stand out?
By being different from others, so coming up with the most creative idea before anyone else, and then other people copy that after. That's, I think, one of the reasons.
What's
Yeah.
your star attraction this year then?
It's outrageous, isn't it?
Contract
Contract
time
time.
for that.
What are the dates?
Star attraction.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. Secret gig with Dolly Parton. Actually, the main stage has got some really good acts on this year as well. We've got Caravan Palace back, and we've got Orbital, which will be really exciting. And they're doing really well at the moment. And actually, Edward Sharp.
Okay. What are the dates?
21st of July.
Oh, right.
So how do you make a festival stand out of 700 plus festivals?
I think it's attention to detail of our festivals. Like, we really spend a lot of money on getting the sound right and making sure the artist is having a very exceptional experience, but it's not just another show. So I usually speak to some of the headliners and even our decoration team might help to build a set for them, and then I'll try and get them to do surprise shows in the forest, or something different to add to it with that attention to detail that the hunter sees.
It's really important. I mean, there's a lot of European festivals like that. And that you really use the landscape really well. So you say Secret Gigs in the Forest,
Yeah.
they're great, those kind of things, aren't they?
Yeah, I think surprises are good. People like them, so we try and, we never announce our first day lineup. Folks, quite big fans play. On the Thursday, we usually get a good deal as well, because they're not announced. And yeah.
I mean, are you aware of the kind of younger festivals, common festivals? You say you're running that committee, aren't you? And you're obviously looking at e-festival's website. So do you check on what other people are booking and what ideas they've got?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm a festival maniac. I sort of wake up thinking about festivals and go on the websites, I sort of, I need to know exactly what's going on. I'm a fan of the AIF, so, Secret Gardener on that, End of the Road are on that, lots of the, like I said, the best UK independent festivals. So it's it's that sharing of information, talking to each other and working out what each one's doing. And yeah, I think festival's got its own niche. It's 10 years next year, and we've sort of carved out a niche for sort of punching above our weight in terms of headliners. We've got 25 stages. Weirdly, we've actually got more bars than Glastonbury now, which is kind of...
More bars?
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe everyone's alcoholic, but it's statistics that sort of comes up. But and we've just got, like the Secret Garden or like some of the other really creative festivals, an insane amount of creativity going on, and the creative budget. There's some shows, but I think they do like lots of creative budget, and the creative budget of festival is almost in the millions of pounds. There's so much money pumped back into the festival. We have tents handmade in India, Roman vehicles made in India this year for our Bollywood area. We've got like the ambient forest, which is everything from like David Lynch meditation lessons to animal tug of war. It's constantly evolving every year. Like Joe says, you've got to be a step ahead of everyone else and try and invent that thing. We did the sort of fancy dress thing 9 years ago, which every festival in its auntie now has got a theme to it. We've been sort of plugging along on that, so we need to look for the next kind of version of that, really. So it's there's a lot of competition, but I love it. I never want to turn into one of those promoters that is looking over my shoulder going, oh no, so-and-so's got a really good lineup this year. It's like, solid. There's a lot of people out there, and I know that we'll keep coming back to festival, or we'll keep coming back to all of our festivals if we keep doing what we do best, really, and roll on the competition, really.
So Joe, do you think there's a different kind of person goes to a festival now than 20 years ago?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think because there's so many of them, but also people. I think it's a fun weekend, isn't it? So you completely lose yourself for the entire weekend. Hopefully, you don't see many people. You meet new people, or you just hang out with your friends. But I think so. We're definitely seeing from a lot of people that would never go to a festival are starting to buy tickets, emailing us saying, you know, we've never been to a festival before, you know, what's it like, is there toilets, is there going to be mud? Really not. But definitely looking for more comfort, and obviously more luxury, and also looking very much at the environments that they're going to be in. So for example, Wilderness is on Corby Park, which is just stunning. It's actually probably one of the main headliners of the festival. And Ancient Witchwood Forest used to have a Witchwood Fair in it, which actually got shut down because it was too hedonistic years ago. So, yeah.
I mean, do you think, have you noticed a kind of change in audience? Or does your festival deal with this kind of different kind of audience?
We get about 60% people returning each year from previous year. I don't see it changing. Well, I mean, we're constantly getting younger people coming through, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, when I grew up, it was just something the hippies went to.
Oh, yeah.
And it's now something everybody goes to, it's a festival. It's part of the British summer calendar. I guess you're the best qualified person
Don't
to
you
talk
think
about
people
how
are
that's
the same,
changed.
but they look different? People are the same as they were in 1970, aren't they?
So you think it's basically the same kind of people
Yeah,
go,
it's the same people with the same mindset, but they look different.
and more often?
Well, they look pretty good at the 69, 70 actually. And I mean, the old hippie thing, the flower power thing. I mean, they look incredibly beautiful there. I mean, they really do. And it was some beautiful people in those days, you know what I mean? The same people got a haircut like yourself, for instance, all the time. Oh, they haven't lost it like me, they've lost their hair altogether. But it's the same people inside. It's the same people with the same mindsets. And with the same principles and the same ideals and the same ways of being. And motivations. Right.
I think
People haven't changed, have they?
Which is good.
But yeah, it's good, yeah.
No, I agree, but I also think that there are a lot more people going to festivals and a lot more festivals, and that's because people's minds, musical minds, maybe are just more open. And you look at the charts, you might think it's just the same old thing, but actually it's a lot more diverse than it maybe used to be. It used to be just kind of bits of pop stuff, and now there's Indian, there's rap, there's dubstep, there's so many different musical styles, and so there's just lots more musical tribes out there that want to go to festivals, and there are some that all congregate at things like Glastonbury where everyone goes. There are some where they're just really specialist kind of techno events, whatever. So yeah, and we get a lot of camp festival like Joseph's for Wilderness. Never been to a festival. How do you get from really things that almost sound naive, but actually they've just never done it, and it's good on them for kind of being brave and stepping out of not going to New York or whatever again.
Yeah, people actually use it. So what tips, I mean, there's probably some young festival promoters in this crowd, what tips would you offer them?
It's every year is different. Like I was talking to Mike about this earlier. There's no year that's the same, so it's really difficult to know what the challenges are going to be. I mean, for starters, it's going to be really boring, to start off with all the paperwork and the legal stuff, and you've got to have someone on your crew, which isn't me, that can handle money, can handle accountants, can handle lawyers, and there's got to be someone that can wear a suit maybe to a meeting and actually turn up and sign the right piece of paper and stuff. So I think there is a lot of boring kind of bureaucracy. You need to know what your costs are going to be. There's all these mad costs that come in that you just have no idea about. Including things like insurance. And we've got like 2 mobile police stations and there's ambulance and everything. So you've got to have all of that on in sort of bag as well. And then are you in the right place in the country? Is there already a festival that's kind of doing that 20 miles away? Can you afford to, a headliner that's going to be different, or if it's not based on headliners, what's your kind of real reason why people are going to go? And there's new festivals launching this year. There's festival number 6. There's like the Big Chill new one down in Sussex. So yeah, they're still coming up, and it's great. I think it's great. If they've got it right, then they'll be here next year.
As a relatively young promoter, what tips would you have for people just thinking of starting to do a festival? Same kind of thing, really. Have a suit.
Don't bother starting a festival unless you've got a lot of assistance.
I think it's a lot of money then.
Or a lot of money, yeah.
Persistence in booking the acts or just pushing it
Just
through?
pushing it through, because it's not going to pay off for quite a few years, I think, and follow something you really believe in. Just don't just put a bunch of bands in the field, put a bar there and expect people to turn up. I think many festivals fail that way.
I think that's a really important
Do
point.
something different.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of festivals where people just put the stage up, think people are going to come.
Yeah.
It's important to have an idea, we'll talk about it the first time, but have an idea of who you are, what you're about and who's going to come.
Yeah, know your audience, have an idea that's something you've got different to offer and follow that and stick to it.
Maybe have another job as well, like Michael, you can always go back to farming.
Get some cows in.
Yeah.
How are the cows? Are they okay?
You're doing very well at the moment.
Yeah.
Try some milk on it a little bit there. They're milking very well.
So have you got any tips for people who want to put
Yeah, I
festivals
think
on?
just don't expect to sleep. So 7 days a week, heart and soul.
Oh, not just for the festival, the whole year?
Yeah, the whole year, absolutely. Don't even touch it unless you are really, really, really into do it. And also just remember that it's very different from putting on a party, one party in your garden or in a club or, you know, a one-day event. This is, you know, festival is usually 2-3 days, and if you go camping way, and then, you know, as Rob said, there's lots of other things that come with that. And yeah, you do have to have a bit of money in the bank because you're likely not going to make money or break even in your first year.
It's fine. Some told me it's a 5-year plan.
Takes 11 years to make a profit.
So it's Glasgow took 11.
Takes 11, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it took me 11 years to make a profit.
Yeah. Well, I guess because you were a pioneer, and people weren't used to the idea of going to festivals. I mean, there were
It's only a pound to come in, you see. So it's really cheap, wasn't it? I think it's taken a lot of hacks to make it work, and it didn't work for 11 years. The 11th year I made a profit of 20 grand.
It must be quite difficult when you started because there was nobody to ask how to do it, was there?
Yeah, but we were probably following the FIFA Stonehenge, that sort of thing. And we were following a lot of those people, you see. The Sid Rawls, and the Church of Magic and all those people. They came and stayed at the farm, basically. So I gave them a home for a bit. And so we picked up a lot of ideas from them. And we all grew together, really. And I learned a lot from sort of those original Free Festival people. But they were a good crowd, actually.
Yeah. But it was a very different kind of way of doing a festival.
Yeah, it was a different way. The Stonehenge thing was sort of something else, wasn't it? And yeah, when the police closed down Stonehenge, and Michael Heseltine and Margaret Thatcher, so they all came to my place, you see. And so I had to cope with a lot of people, and without any money or anything. And so that's when the system of half people pay and half didn't. So the have-nots didn't pay anything. And so it was a nice mix. But the Stonehenge people were the ones who had a lot of the original Shangri-La, the Las Vegas ideas that we're doing now. So they were all growing up with Joe Rush and people like that, who gave me a hard time sort of in the 80s. But they're my top men now.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, we were falling out over £500 I paid them originally to do Carhenge. Okay, and so now they've got a budget of some 200,000. So it's all growth. And those are the people with, some of those people have got really good ideas, you know. Carhenge in 87, do you remember that? What were you there in 87?
No. Years after. Yeah, I know the
So how old are you? Sorry.
very good question.
I don't know my years now.
No, 38.
But those people are still working for me now, is what I'm saying. And they're fantastically brilliant with what they do, with metal and welding, and with electric current going through the air. It's unbelievable what they can do. Check out Arcadia, all that stuff. It's all following on from the old Stonehenge culture, sort of 40 years ago.
It's the interesting thing about Glastonbury, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got a bit of everything,
It's
isn't
got a
it?
long history there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because part of it's Jay-Z, part of it's Stonehenge original kind of hippie guys. Did you find it's quite difficult? A lot of different people have very different expectations from you.
What you mean the public, you mean?
The public or the original people, original festival people?
Yeah, I mean, we have little fallouts all the time, you know what I mean? But you've got to learn to get on with people, and you've got to accept that they probably know more better than I do, you know, in many ways, you know what I mean? So that they're the stars in a way. So I've got probably 200 of those star quality people, like sort of Joe Rush, you know, people like that. And so they make the show work, you see. But they're doing well out of it now. They've got a proper job. They get well paid. They got nice girlfriends.
Not like the old days, yeah. What do you think the future of the festival is? Do you think it's going to continue to fracture into more and more smaller niche festivals?
Future of festivals as a whole.
As a whole thing, in the UK, because it's quite different.
Might happen a bit. I think the ones who know what they're doing, like, will survive. Some people who not know what they're doing, but people who look after their customers and know what their customers want. I think, you know, Glastonbury is an amazing, magical experience when you go there every year. So I think there's something magical about set to the park and the other thing. Not to blow smoke up. There's something different about it when you go there. It's a feeling you get. It's hard to put your finger on it, but it's definitely a magical, strange feeling. I get.
History and geography help.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very good.
Yeah. So, is there any kind of trend in the festival scene at the moment? Types of festivals, or is it a continuation of a fracturing of original idea of what a festival is?
I guess the smaller festivals. I'm not quite sure what the question is really.
Well, it's just the way, just interested how the festival things change. I mean, when I was younger, there was probably about five festivals.
Yeah.
Five festivals, about 700. So that's obviously one big change.
Yeah.
And the other change is there's a lot more festivals like people like you have an idea, you basically say you book your record collection.
Yeah.
It's your personal vision.
Yeah.
There's quite a few festivals like that as well.
Yeah.
And there's other festivals who know who their audience is and they book it specifically for their audience. So do you think that's a process that's going to continue the next few years?
Yeah, I think it's already happening, and sort of the special ones are staying, the ones that are not really doing anything unique are sort of disappearing.
I mean, do you think it's true, Jeremy? I mean, I'm interested in your opinion with the way festivals are going.
I think they're going to continue to become more and more creative, for sure. So different things will happen and they'll become much more lifestyle. So potentially more about food. There's lots more food happenings at the moment, offerings at the moment, in lots of different festivals, all banquets. And a bit more luxury, I think, coming up in the future as well. But who knows?
Is that something
Who actually knows?
you look like that's something you actually like? I mean, on the days of getting cold and muddy in the tent over it.
I think that's why we set up Wilderness, was because it was kind of we kind of wanted something a bit more luxurious in the end, so less hedonistic, less crazy, less radical, something a bit more take your shoes off and walk through the grass and, you know, sit in a hot tub by a lake.
It does sound very nice.
It sounds really nice. Yeah.
Do you think the music's actually becoming not the central point of pop festivals, but almost just a soundtrack to it, or just part of it?
It really depends. Dance music festival, it's all, you know, it's obviously all about music. Lifestyle festival, it is still about music, so it's part of lifestyle, but it is all about the other stuff that's going on as well. So like the healing areas and as I said, food, banquets, things like that. And I've just lost my train of thought.
No, just talk about you know, the music's not as important as some festivals.
Yeah. I think so, but it is equally as important because what a lot of the festivals are doing rather than having the big headliners is helping bands come up and new bands and different genres of music. So I don't think it's becoming less important. I just think that the others are becoming equally.
Its role's changing within the festival itself.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true, Rob?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably like if you look at what hotels were like 20 years ago, they were all kind of holiday inns or whatever, and now it's like there's all these like boutique inns and, you know, amazing hotels offer all these different kinds of experiences, and festivals I suppose are like that. It's still quite a young game really. Martin's been hammering away for 42 years. It's, you know, it's really only in the last sort of decade that this whole sort of explosion's happened, and it's still kind of really splintering off, like you said. I think you know, it will continue
I like the sound.
There's no sort of niche too small for a festival, so I think, and that's really exciting. There'll always be something else around the corner. Equally, I think there's other people that look at the market and they're like, that's too right, yeah, we could do that. And then it's like, 2 years later, it's like, well, actually, we couldn't do it because Latitude kind of nailed that space, and there's only so many people that want to go and do that thing. So it's great that it will constantly evolve. It's just natural selection. It's like a strong style.
Yeah. Well, there's only ever a few that go down every year. I mean, everyone makes a big noise about it in the media, but it's only about 5 or 6.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at business in general, how many estate agents or how many pubs or how many anything go down, it's probably similar or much smaller. I don't know the stats, but it's if you haven't got the some of them are quite sad. Some of them people actually run out of money because they've pumped all their money into it. Others are just people who are trying to make money and actually haven't got the sort of creative and the ideas behind it. So it's a mixture of sort of reasons that it's happening.
Okay, we've only got a couple of minutes left, so I asked these two guys their dream headliners before. So I'd be interested to know what your dream headliners would be. Probably not Rolling Stones, I'd imagine.
Tom Waits, but it might be a bit difficult. I think he's never played a festival in his life, as far as I know.
You'd have to make an attractive offer.
I think he only liked playing with a Sturmy Archer stage of rental. That's a certain sort of design of stage or something.
Can you construct that?
Yeah. David Byrne would be quite interesting.
Buy a bike track.
Used to be Captain Beefheart. No longer.
You can get the Magic Band, they're great.
Yeah.
Rob stole mine was Don Carton. Actually, I would really like to see Mumford & Sons back at the garden party. We had them in 2008 and they played in a tiny yurt. And I'd really love to see them back on our mates.
I thought you were going to say back in the yurt.
No, I would love to see them back in the yurt. I don't know if they'd be up for that. Maybe.
So, okay, well, thanks to the panel.